Hey guys, I'm Sage Valentine. Welcome to my channel of the same name. Right now I'm going to review CBS's Big Brother Season 17, episode number 13. So what did I think about this episode? There was a house meeting that happened right before the veto ceremony, and the reason why Audrey did not show up to the ceremony is because she spent 5 hours in the diary room, and then I guess they had to medicate her because she probably broke down and cried, or she's just really started to succumb to the pressure of this game. Because a lot of people don't know, if you're not mentally prepared for this game, you will break down. You will. And a lot of people are not built for it, and they make it through the psychological tests, and then they realize, you know what, this is a lot. But she started cracking maybe a couple weeks ago. But there are other players in this game that have been acting a little bit off as well. But as far as Audrey, I'm just glad that right now she's okay. But I thought it was messed up they had that meeting, and then she wasn't a part of it. They spent the whole time bashing her, and at least give the chick enough time to defend herself, say something, because at least Davon gave her the chance to speak during her house meeting. As emotional and just high charged as that meeting was, but at least Audrey was able to say her piece. The main reason why Audrey was nominated was probably because of Clay. Clay wanted Audrey out a long time ago, but for some reason he felt like Day was a bigger danger than Audrey was to his game. But now it appears that he feels like getting, I guess, Jeff and Day out was a terrible mistake. I don't know about Jace, probably Jace, but getting them out was a big mistake because Audrey's in there, and now everybody's going to feel some type of way about getting rid of her, especially since now the house is even closer after being in there for 4 weeks, which is understandable. But what isn't understandable is Shelli sitting around crying over this. No. She was adamant about getting rid of Davon, despite the fact she had her qualms about Audrey. And that relationship between those two is one-sided because Shelli was loyal to Audrey. Audrey was not 100% loyal to Shelli. But that's the way you play this game. Sometimes you have to convince people of one thing when you're doing something else. It's just what I have observed over the past almost 2 decades of watching this show. But what I will say is this, as far as Shelli, she needs to just make this move and get Audrey out and let it go, because sometimes you have to do things that you don't want, but that's the nature of this game. James still feels comfortable despite being on the block last week and then being put on the block this week. And because he and Jackie won the battle of the block, he feels, I guess, untouchable at this point. But what he doesn't realize is that he was Vanessa's target, but the target switched to Jeff, but that doesn't mean the target won't go back on James. He really needs to win an HOH. I think it's pretty hypocritical for him to side-eye Audrey for feeling safe in the game when he felt safe both times. Now, Shelli kind of like wrestles back and forth as to whether or not she should put up Audrey as a replacement nomination once somebody saves Jason after the veto competition, and she just feels like she owes Audrey. But what she doesn't know is that Audrey would not hesitate to put her up, because Audrey thinks like that, like most Big Brother players think, that yeah, you guys are cool, but this is a game about money, and I need that money, and that's the nature of the beast. Clay basically tells Shelli, like, listen, if you don't feel good about putting Audrey up this week, then put her up next week. and when you feel a lot better about it. Yeah, that's good in hindsight, but if she really is a danger to your game, the smart move would be to get her out and not hesitate, because the longer you keep her in this house, the more damage that she can do, and she can turn people against Clay and Shelli. But then maybe that's a good thing. But God only knows what's going to happen tomorrow during the vote, the live vote. What else am I leaving out? John ate his words because John has been just talking junk. I like John though, but he's been kind of talking junk and saying, you know what, I got this, I'm the king of all of these competitions because I'm on the battle of the block, or basically on the block. I lose it, then I win the veto, I'm good. And the sad thing is that, again, as he was trying to win the veto, he lost the veto. So sometimes you can't be so self-assured in this game. You just have to try, give it your all, and let the chips fall where it may. Now, Vanessa won veto. Audrey becomes paranoid again, and she starts talking to Clay. And she's worried about being backdoored. And she and Clay kind of have it out for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, because I think Austin was out there too in the backyard when they were fighting. So to make a long story short, of course, Audrey's feelings get hurt. She goes up to Shelli's room, as we saw. She's talking to Clay. She's talking to Shelli. She's talking to Vanessa. She's spilling all this tea. But then she starts lying again. And then she basically says that Clay tried to corner her. And that didn't happen. Because Austin was there and all Clay was just like looking at her like, please, Audrey, don't start right now. Chill out. And then Audrey points Vanessa out as a master manipulator. Yeah, she's telling the truth on that. But I think everybody already sees that they're just keeping Vanessa in this game. For as long as they need her, then they're going to get rid of her. And when Audrey said to Shelli and Clay that when this is all over, you're going to feel stupid, she was 100% correct. Because they didn't listen to Jace, they didn't listen to Day, and they didn't listen to Jeff when they all told them to get Audrey out. And yeah, she's right that they are trusting the wrong people. They're trusting Austin and Liz and all the rest of these folks who are soon going to start coming in, closing in on those two and ripping them apart. And I could see them, if someone other than a person in that alliance becomes HOH, and will put Shelli on one side and Clay on the other side, or backdoor one of them. But anyways, as you know, Vanessa used the veto on Jason and saved him. Meanwhile, Audrey was taking it down a notch and chilling out in the have-not room. Because obviously she's not taking being nominated well. Hopefully somebody other than the Sixth Sense wins HOH. It's about time that... And to quote Rachel Riley, these floaters better get a life raft, because if they don't win HOH, they're always going to be pawns. They're always going to go up. It's about time to split up Barbie and Ken. So until next time, you all take care. Don't forget to rate this video. Leave your comments. Let me know what you're thinking about this season so far. And if you guys plan on canceling your feeds, just so you know, you have to cancel CBS All Access. And if you want to sign up, you have to sign up for CBS All Access. They charge you once a month, $5.99. Also, hit me up on Google and Google Plus and Twitter. I love you guys. This is Paris with a big old puff self. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Big Brother episode 14. And yes, I will be working on Hannibal very soon. Bye, guys. I promise. Girl Scouts honor. Bye.